Hey there, guys. I'm still trying to get used to Crown Prince Noctis. I want to get better at using him. He seems pretty fun to use and pretty powerful. So I'm going to be doing a run on Kefka as like a practice run to see how he does. And I figured I'd record it because why not? So we're going to use Ignacio for imbuing fire. That's really all he's here for, fire imbue, stat buffs, etc. We're going to be using Awakened Warrior of Light as our passive provoker with some evasion. He's going to be chaining to help build the chain for Noctis. He's also going to be doing some backup heals. We're going to do Paladin Cecil as our cover tank. He's also going to chain with Warrior of Light. He's going to do things like mitigation and such as well. We're going to use Folka as our healer, immunity buffer, etc. You know, that kind of stuff. And we're going to use Crown Prince Noctis as our chainer. Now you'll notice I'm not using super TMRs in this run, so this is not a budget run, but it is just not using super TMRs. That's basically it. And we're using Ganji as a chainer. He's obviously geared really well, so it's looking real nice. So let's get into it. So, all these bosses are human, and Noctis does get a lot of perks against human, which is kind of nice. I think Noctis gets bonuses to humans, demons, fairies, and undead, if I'm not mistaken. I think those four, like Noctis gets a nice little perk against, you know, some bonus killers, some active killer buffs, etc. Alright, so, let's see if we can knock this out pretty easily. Alright, so to start off, we want Ignacio to imbue us and imperil the boss. So let's see, let's imbue everyone. Folka can just give us all the immunities. Noctis, let's see, we're just going to use his power-ups that power him up for next turn. True King Awakened, and just a Warp Dodge. We're not going to worry about damage on turn 1. Alright, let's see here. Power, power, power. True King, and Warp Dodge. This is not going to actually attack anyone. We'll mitigate with Cecil, and we will break with Warrior of Light. Let's see. Break, and just give a resist buff. Alright, so the boss, what's it called? He did a defense buff on himself, so we're going to get rid of that with Ignacio. We're going to Termination Stamp and then Re-Imperil. Let's see, Noctis will quintuple. We'll power up 3 times, point blank, and then we're going to Awaken Armiger. I actually didn't know about this ability the last time I used Noctis, but now I do, so we're going to use it. And we're going to chain with Warrior of Light and Cecil. So we're going to chain Stardust Ray. Let's see, Paladin Cecil. We'll chain Stardust Ray. Alright, so we're going to start the Noctis. 1, 2, and then we're going to chain so we can cap. Okay, that was pretty smooth. Knocked it out in one shot. I didn't expect that, but okay. Okay. Can we do it again? I'm going to assume we can do that again. So we're going to use the next turn power-ups with True King Awakened and Warp Dodge. Warp Dodge is like a mana regen, is the reason I'm doing that. True King Awakened and Warp Dodge. Ignacio will start the fight off with Imperil and Double Imbue. Actually, Ignacio, doesn't he have... Yeah, he's got his full limit gauge now, so now we can just do this. Flame Blast and a stat boost. Warrior of Light here will use his mitigation, because I want to cover with Cecil this turn. So Cecil will cover and break instead. And Folka will give us the immunities. So one thing you can probably notice is mana is a problem right now. I'll fix that with Polka in just a second. Part of the reason I love Polka. She's so good at mana regen. Alright, Polka, let's go ahead and top the team's mana a little bit with some teardrops. Alright, Noctis, we're going to quintuple. We're going to power, point blank, and Arminger. And we might even just one-shot this guy again. If so, it'll be kind of funny. Warrior of Light, we're not going to do that. We'll change Stardust Ray twice, while Paladin Cecil change Stardust Ray twice. Alright, we're going to start the Noctis. 1, 2, and then we're going to chain for the capping. Goodbye. There's the Armiger, which we didn't actually need. Alright, next boss. Same thing, pretty much. We're going to... you know, I might not even need to do this. I might be able to just one-shot this guy in turn 1. You know, we're going to try it. We've been like, blowing up this dude, these people really easy. Let's do it this way. No. Alright, let's have Ignacio imperil and power up. Polka, we're going to assume we can just one-shot this guy. So we're going to teardrop. We'll just reload those. And Noctis, we're going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cap. So we're going to... This time, because we're doing an extra ability, we're going to wait till 3. So we're going to... 1, 2, 3, and go off. Got it. Got it. Didn't even need to go to turn 2. Okay. Pretty neat. And here comes Kefka. And our ambush, blah, blah, blah. This ambush is a little bit irritating. It brings us to 1 hit point, which is, you know, unfortunate. Alright, Cecil is going to... We need to cover... And I want Cecil to go on the dark stance. So we're going to, if I can find it, where's your dark stance? Into the dark. Alright, Ignacio is going to power up and then view. Polka needs to give us blind immunity. And we'll do a healing for now, while Warrior of Light, let's see, will imperil and break. And because we're not chaining, the Noctises will do their power up for next turn, which is True King, and then a warp dodge. Let's see here. Power up next turn, True King, and a warp dodge for the mana regen. So we don't have full immunity right now, but we've got blind immunity, which is the important one. And you notice we're only using 60% breaks, which is a little irritating, but it should be alright. Alright, so we're going to have Ignacio double stamp. We're going to crush stamp and critical stamp. This is going to trigger the counters, so it go to him instead of the rest of the team. So we're going to push the threshold here, probably. Let's see. Oh, not that one. So we're going to Protective Blade for the Stardust. Cecil will double Moonlight. And Cecil will, with his final cast, I don't really need that. We're going to do a mana regen. Alright, now we're going to... Do I have enough mana for this? I might not, actually. Yep, we do. Barely. And then an Arminger. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Warp Strike and an Armiger. Alright, so we're going to 1, 2, go ahead and build our chain. Okay, and here comes the Armiger. We pushed 2 thresholds. My mistake, we pushed all the thresholds. So we're actually going to skip all the gravity, which is kind of convenient. So we'll just double Teardrop with Volca to get those mana backs. Okay, so the boss is going to give himself mitigation here. You know, we can probably push another threshold because... Oh, we're a little bit short on mana. Or limit gauge. But that's fine. We can do that. We can fill limit gauge on mine. And we can do a critical stamp. Okay, there we go. Now we got limit gauge. Armiger Awakes costs limit gauge, which is sometimes unfortunate. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to double chain. And Cecil is going to chain, and refresh his cover. Alright, so let's push the threshold again if we can. The boss has mitigation this turn, so damage is obviously going to be reduced. Well, we might push threshold even further. That's okay too. Let's Sobering Waters and Serpent Guard. This is kind of funny. This is a little bit funny, it really is. Okay, so the boss is mad again. So let's just keep pretending like we don't care, and we're just going to keep DPSing. And Armiger. Quintuple. We're going to 1, 2, 3, point blank, and Armiger. I think the boss's brakes is worn off at this point. No, we have 2 more turns of brakes. We're good. So because we have brakes still up, we're just going to keep having fun with our tank chainers. Let's go ahead and Moonlight, and I guess let's do a mana regen. Alright, Ignacio. Let's refresh all the buffs and a critical stamp. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna chain 1, 2, start building the chain. And here comes Awaken Armiger. The boss has mitigation right now, let's not forget about that. Oh. I guess we're done. That was interesting. That was interesting. That was with my team had no super TMRs whatsoever on the entire team. And we still just completely face rolled Kefka. That was fun. That was interesting. I really like Noctis. He is strong. And that was just totally cheap gear too. I could have easily geared my team in super TMRs and probably done it even better. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I'm enjoying Noctis. I'm gonna maybe use him in some more fights a little bit later in the day. See you guys later.